In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some very specific habits that you can implement into your life at zero cost to you, that when you stack up one on top of each other, it will bring you closer to becoming a high status individual. I want you to think of these habits as sort of like supplements in your diet. So for example, in order to build a great physique, you got to work out, you got to train the right way, you got to eat the right way, you got to sleep the right way. You have to do these things in order to succeed. But to make the process easier and to make things happen a little bit faster, you can have things like a protein shake, like creatine, like your vitamins, because all of these supplements help you achieve your goal. These habits are the same way. You still got to put in the work to increase your income, to build a great physique, to build meaningful and lasting relationships. But the habits that we're going to be going through in this video are going to help reshape and rewire your brain into building momentum to make sure that you achieve your goal at a faster pace. And make sure you stick around to the end of this video, because one habit doesn't work in isolation without the others. You want to stack these ones up in your life. Also, if you enjoyed these type of videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel. But let's start off with number one: ironing or steaming your clothes. Now, one thing, you will never catch me dead wearing wrinkled clothes out in the streets. To become a high value individual, the first thing that you must do is carry yourself as such. Now, one of the easiest ways to do it is to make sure that you have crisp, wrinkle-free, ironed clothes. Having creases and wrinkles on your clothes sends a subliminal message that you do not care, that you are lazy, and that you're not put together. And none of these traits are high value. This simple habit that you can implement every single morning teaches you that you have to take pride in your appearance. And one of the simplest ways to look more put together is by having crisp, wrinkle-free clothes. Like it or not, appearance matters. It's just the way that life works. People make judgments on you by the way you look. So why give people any reason to make yourself look less valuable than you are? Just make sure your clothes are ironed. Finish your tasks before leisure. This habit will build up the idea of delayed gratification. Firstly, I want you to make a to-do list every single day. And then when your day starts, whatever is on that list, you do first. You do what needs to be done. You do what you set up for yourself, and you do what you told yourself that you're going to do, one after another. So before you go out for lunch, before you go hang out with your friends, before you go watch that Netflix show, get the work done. And then when it's all complete, then go have your leisure time. Then go outside and enjoy. Then go hang out with your friends. Then have a drink. But you want this to be exactly that. You want this to be a reward. And you only do this after the tasks are done. Now, this will translate into other aspects of your life, because one of the most valuable traits that successful people possess is the idea of delayed gratification. And if you can practice this on a daily basis, you're going to rewire your brain into being able to delay gratification, getting the hard things done first, and putting in the work that other people are kind of not willing to put in. Set micro goals. Now, these are goals that you set for yourself on a daily basis that move you into the direction of your larger goals. It's basically like breaking down those major, let's say, macro goals into smaller, more digestible, more actionable little pieces. The key is to make them as trackable as you can. You want specific metrics. So let me give you an example. For example, if your macro or your big goal is to gain muscle, so your micro goals on a daily basis would be, for example, eat 3,000 plus calories in a day. You can track that on MyFitnessPal. If your goal is to gain 10,000 followers on Instagram, that's a big lofty goal. To break it down into smaller actionable steps, your goal might be, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm going to create a reel. And on Wednesdays and Fridays, I'm going to have an Instagram post. What these do is that they make your goals feel more manageable. I personally believe that your macro goals should scare you. They should be very, very ambitious, but the cost of that is that it's difficult to build yourself a roadmap to that. Now, with these micro goals, that is your daily roadmap. Now, this builds momentum over time. You start becoming addicted to the feeling of checking off your goals, of getting these small daily wins. And then you carry over all of the output that those daily goals bring you. And what does that accumulate to? You achieving your bigger goals, i.e., becoming closer to becoming a high value individual. Learning outside of school. First and foremost, I am not going to shit on the school system, but the truth of the matter is that some of the most important skills that you will learn in your life, you learn outside of school. And one of the biggest issues is that a lot of people, after they're done school, after they graduate, they stop learning, and that makes them stagnate. This is such a killer to your personal and to your career development. I want you to start off by reading one book per month. You have to view your brain as a muscle. The same way that you work out your biceps in the gym, you have to work out your brain by providing it information so that it can grow. In order to evolve in life is very simple. You just need to change your perspective. You need to increase your knowledge. You need to increase your skills. And reading is one of the easiest, most accessible ways to get knowledge. And I'll tell you a personal story because when I was in school, I used to hate reading the books in English class. To be fully honest with you, I did not read a single book that the teacher gave me because I didn't care what was being taught. I didn't care what those books were telling me. I didn't want to be told what to read. Now that I'm outside of school, I read more than I've ever read before. And that's because I can read what I want to learn about. I can read about what interests me. And that's the same thing you can do. Now, nobody is forcing you to read a certain topic. You can read what you want to read, what will benefit your life. Keeping your environment clean. Your environment is a direct reflection of who you are, of your habits, and what's going on in your mind. This includes your house, this includes your room, this includes your bathroom, this includes your car. If those environments are in disarray, you best believe the environment internally is going to be in disarray too. Let me ask you a question. When you have deep cleaned your room, do you sleep better at night? Because for me, after I've decluttered my whole room, vacuumed it, dusted it, did the sheets, I have a great night of sleep because everything is so organized. I feel like my body is at peace because my environment is so clean. And it's the same with other aspects in your life. High value people are clean, they're organized, they're put together, and they have all of their stuff in array. So how do you expect to have your shit together when you can't even keep your room clean? Like when you think about somebody successful, somebody high value, somebody that you aspire to be, think about their car. Think about the inside of their car. Do you think it's messy? No. So why would you allow yourself to be messy and to be dirty when the people that you want to be like are not doing that? Start thinking like a high value individual and watch how quickly your life follows your thoughts. Now, ladies and gentlemen, those are a few habits that you can implement into your life literally starting today, and that will carry over into other areas of your life. I say this all over. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. So let's start building good habits together. Let's start achieving the life of our dreams, and let's just make this happen because no one's coming to save you. It's about you doing the work. It's about you building the habits and cultivating a lifestyle that you want to live. My name is Ari, and I hope you found this video valuable. If you did, make sure you click that thumbs up button and consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next video.